That's one. You get it's yes, yes. Why are you even here? Yep. Yeah, introduce the lesson. Introduce the lesson, right? And the third component of that is introducing everybody else, right? So it could look something like, hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Paddle Taps. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Lamar. I'm going to be your coach today, and I'm so glad you're here, right? That's the first part, because today we're going to be talking about transitions in this area right here and moving our way from the baseline, into the non-volley zone. So I'm so glad you're here. But I know you know me, but you don't know each other. So let's go around and kind of introduce ourselves a little bit, right? Perfect. Boom. That's your introduction, right? You go around. Let's say we've gone around. We're going around this way. We finished with Marcus. We've done. What's the next thing we're going to do in the lesson?
Capability, or if anybody has injuries.
What's that related to?
Stretching, I know.
Warm up.
Dynamic warm-up.
Dynamic warm-up.
Right, going to that dynamic.
Before or after?
I'm sorry. What was your question again? I'm sorry.
So you said the length of class, an hour, right? To warm up correctly, you have to warm up for 15 minutes.
Not necessarily,
Well,
but your warm up,
course, you have to warm up
Yeah.
for 15 minutes.
but your warm up could consist not just of a dynamic stretch.
That's what I'm saying.
Your warm up could also be part of your paddle warm up, right?
So you have them warm up during the lesson to assure they've warmed up.
Absolutely.
You don't tell them to warm up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you need to be in a controlled environment as a coach. You need to be aware, and you need to see. And the other part about this too, and this gets to your point. I'm so glad you brought that up. And this is why a dynamic stretch and a dynamic warm up, right? And the first thing you have to do, right, is make sure your students understand what you're doing, right? Hey, as we talked about today, we're going to be talking about transitions, and we're really going to be working on our weight transfer and stretching out, and really moving forward so we're going to our core from our calves up, through our abs and our core. We're going to work with all those muscles. So it's really important that we really get a dynamic stretch, right? I need to know exactly why I'm doing this, right? And the other thing is, this gets to your point, I need to make sure that it's going to be tied in directly to what we're doing. So I don't want to do, stretches just this and we're going to be in the non-volley zone and be down here all day and I'm not stretching the legs. So you got to make it relevant and make sure they're understanding. So that's dynamic stretch. We talked about safety. I think it's always important to err on the side of precaution. And I always ask the question before we get started, are there any physical limitations that I may need to know about before we get started, right? Some people will share, some people won't, but I guarantee, you can't always assume. And some people are shy about it, but they will come up later. Hey, coach, I didn't want to say anything, but I had shoulder surgery, and and they'll come let you know. But you at least open the door for them to kind of come let you know. So dynamic stretch is very important. So guess what we're about to do next? Dynamic stretch. Let's do it. All right, we can line everybody, and maybe with just these two courts, we can get half of you on the baseline on that side, and we'll get half over on this side, and we can drop your paddles just for a second. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming out too. Yeah. Huh? Oh yeah. Hopefully okay. We'll get some of you on this court too. We can spread it all out. There we go. All right, so we'll get a good dynamic stretch going. And I guess the first thing we'll do is we get you over in the court a little bit. There you go. Is let's just kind of take a really light jog in toward the net. Maybe just about 20%. That's all. Just a really light jog. We'll get in. Let's do a high five. All right, and this time not backing up. Let's turn back. Go back to the baseline. All right, let's go 50%. Elbow. High five. Nice. We go back. All right, let's go 100%. Hey, slow down, Theodore. You're too fast, man. All right. All right, what's another good dynamic stretch to get in for everything? What's another really good dynamic stretch? Somebody give me one. Theodore, high knees. Let's do it. All right. Nice. All right, somebody give me one more. Butt kicks. Like those.
Two new shoulders.
Oh, two new. Okay. All right, get your paddle. Yep. All right. So we're also going to be doing a lot with our arms and our shoulders, right? This is like a detraction strategy because I'm tired and breathing hard, so I had to pause and act like I'm talking about something. So let's get our shoulders going with some shoulder twists. Here you go. And let's go the other way. Nice. And one of the things too, but because of the evolution of the game, and especially with technology, right? We're starting to see a lot of people now with the tennis elbow and the golf elbow, right? So it's really good with your dominant hand, really get those wrist stretches, yep. With that dominant hand in. And we go the other way. Perfect. Good, good, good. All right. Oh, so that's where we are with that dynamic stretch, right? Now, we can bring it back in. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill, I'm going to get you in a second on that side. Right there is good, right there is good. All right, so we got that good dynamic stretch. We brought everybody back in. Now we're going to move into that open hourglass, that open, close, open progression through that hourglass, right? So at this point, where am I going within the lesson? Open observation, right? Important thing, this is when I'm actually opening that hourglass, not opening the lesson, right? We open the lesson the moment you walk through that front door and I say, hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Lamar. I'm going to be your coach today, right? That's a very tricky question, and you will see that again. I'm giving them the answer to the test already. You will see this one on your test, and it's very tricky, right? I'm not opening the lesson right now. I'm opening the hourglass. My lesson open when I'm introducing myself. Sound good? Okay. So now we're going to open that hourglass, and in that hourglass, what we're doing, this is the open observation. I want to put my student in a game type situation, and I just want to make sure I have my back to you. I want to make sure that I'm able to observe and analyze what they're doing relevant to the skill that we want to develop. So I'm going to ask Bill, for the most part, ask Bill to kind of help me demonstrate, because what am I doing? Demonstrating. Ring the bell, Bill, ring the bell. I'm demonstrating this deal. So Bill, I'm going to get you right on the non-volley line there, and if I can get everybody, and Becca and Marcus, if I can get you over on this side and get Trent over as well.
But before he starts this part, non-volley zone.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get there.
Kitchen's way back there.
Yep, we're gonna get there. I like it. All right. So Bill, we're gonna kind of warm up a little bit, right?
Yep.
And where is this again? Where are we in the lesson? Open what? Observation. Trent, you got it. Open observation. Okay, so we're just going to play just skinnies right here in the middle, Bill. We're just going to kind of warm up, right? Get a little dinking going, right? And let's say we're going to do this maybe for just a couple minutes, right? And notice I'm going to back up into the transition zone. Bill is going to stay at the non-volley line, right? Your feed, coach. Yep. I'm going to hang out here just a little bit. It's a good opportunity where I'm going to start hitting a few drops, right? Maybe a few drives. And after a couple minutes here, I'm going to back up to the baseline, right? Hit a few. And as I'm here, thanks, coach, you can get there. I'm going to start to transition my way back in. Transition area now, get here. Now Bill is going to go back. Bill's going to go back into that transition area. Good. And Bill's going to start working on some drops, and he's going to stay hanging. Bill's going to hang out in the transition area just a couple minutes. Nice. Bill's going to hang out, and now Bill's going to transition back. Nice. I like it. I like this, the way the net catches the balls in there, right?
Whoever put those together did a good job.
I know. Whoever did those did a really good job on that, Bill. All right, so and Bill's going to start to transition his way back in. Nice. Keep coming, Bill. Keep coming. Watch that ball, coach. Okay. Good. He's going to come all the way in. Bill's going to come all the way in. Thanks, coach. Okay. And once Bill gets in, now we're going to do all volleys, no bounces, Bill. Nice. Nice. Good job, coach. Okay, so that's just kind of a warm-up, but if you notice, we got a little bit of non-volley zone, we got some transitions, we got some on the baseline. So what I like for you to do is grab a partner, grab a ball, right? And okay. Don't grab your partner. Okay, get a partner, get a ball. Let's go out. Let's go skinnies all the way across. These speed courts, we'll go skinnies all the way across. And what I'd like for you to do before you get started, I want to take this opportunity to kind of observe from my perspective, from Bill and I. So I would like for you to just stay in that one area, and we'll tell you when to transition back. And we'll start transitioning back from this area. Thank you, Jack. We'll probably start transitioning this part first. We'll get you to stay in that non-volley zone until we move you back.
Yeah. Ball.
The
Get a
biggest
ball.
thing for me is like having someone to demonstrate with. Like, so do you just like grab someone from your class? 'Cause I used to grab
Yes, you
someone
could.
out
Yes,
there with me.
like Bill, yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
just
Yeah, you can
grab
always
a-
do
from
that.
the class,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. But ask that question again, because I want everybody to hear that question. Yep. Thanks, Coach.
You got me by the ball, man. You got me by the ball.
All right, Trent, you're going to stay up. Trent, you're going to stay up. Yep. Yep. We're going to tell you when to go back. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, we take them out. Yeah.
Leave it.
Yeah, we check 'em out.
Leave it. If you don't mind,
Okay.
it's a touch-up spot that's got to be done.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If it's not in the way,
Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go transition area just on this side of the court. Thank you.
just on that side. Yep.
All right, let's go baseline on this side. Just trying
What's this young lady's name right here?
That's Becca.
Becca?
Yeah.
Good player.
Okay. Yeah.
Good
She's
play.
like, yeah, she has, she's, yeah. Yeah, she's, yeah, she's a 4.5. Yep.
Ready to move him? No, stay there.
All right, those on the baseline, if you can start working your way in. through the transition area. Yep, working your way back in. Coming all the way in, good, good, good. All right, now let's on this side of the court, let's go transition. Thank you. Yep. Yep. So Jan, we'll get you in perfect. That's we'll get you right in the transition area right there. Look, one more step. There you go, right there. There you go. There you go. You're good. You're good.